This is the moment violence broke out in Poland ahead of the UEFA Conference League final between Chelsea and Real Betis. Ugly scenes unfolded in Wrocław on Tuesday night as fans from both clubs clashed in the city's historic centre. Riot police were forced to use tear gas in an attempt to separate the two groups. Footage posted to social media shows a group of young men smashing chairs and hurling glassware at another set of fans sheltering beneath a building canopy. Officers moved in swiftly, deploying tear gas to disperse the crowd. Elsewhere, rival supporters threw missiles across a busy square from opposite bars, while police, many without helmets, struggled to contain the violence. Flares lit up the streets, fireworks exploded above packed squares, and the constant sound of glass shattering echoed through the area. Videos showed brief but intense skirmishes erupting in multiple locations, some lasting just seconds before police charged in, others spiralling into full-scale brawls. According to local reports, the clashes centred around the Guinness bar and nearby Combinat pub. Later, footage showed large deployments of heavily equipped riot police regaining control of the area. In a statement, Wrocław police confirmed there was no further incidents following the initial unrest. Officers are now using CCTV to identify individuals involved. Despite efforts to restore order, crowds remained in the area well into the night. It's estimated that more than 70,000 fans are expected in Wrocław for Wednesday's final, where Chelsea will look to become the first club in history to win all three major European competitions. Chelsea head coach Enzo Maresca has urged his players to defy their critics and prove they've come of age on the European stage. Speaking ahead of the final, he said this match is their chance to silence any lingering doubts about the club's direction under his leadership.
First of all, I think it's a good feeling that the players react when there are some critics. So I think it's a good reaction from the players. Then Levi's reaction, my reaction was just outburst. How to say outburst? For the moment, and the reason why is because. In our bad moment or bad run during the season, I mean February, March, when we draw points, many people, they were talking not from our point of view, they were not talking in the right way. Probably if you ask them, they're going to say that from their point of view, they were talking the right way. But from our point of view, they were not talking in the right way. And the reason why is because yes, we are young. Yes, we are the youngest squad in the history of the Premier League. But at the same time, they are men. So I also use that critics to say, guys, today it's a chance that we can say that we are not young, we are mature enough, we can compete, and we can do the right things. So I think Levi's reaction, my reaction, different player that they react, it was just an outburst. Probably the most complicated thing this season about the conference has been to convince the player that for us was the best competition in the world. And the reason why was because it's the competition that we were in. So every game has been difficult, especially because I needed to convince the player that we were not able to drop nothing, because you can lose points against any team, and we need to respect any team in Europe and any team that we face. And then I'm I'm not focused about winning this competition or with this trophy because my name. For sure, I'm happy if we win, but I'm especially happy for the club, for the fans, and as you said, also because Chelsea can become the first club in Europe to win all the European competition.
His message comes just as surprise footage emerged of bandwinger Mykhailo Mudryk in the city, dressed in Chelsea gear and posing for photos with fans. Mudryk is currently serving a suspension for a doping violation. On the pitch, attention is on Real Betis winger Antony, who is enjoying a career resurgence following a loan move from Manchester United. The Brazilian international struggled at Old Trafford but has impressed in La Liga and earned a recall to the national team. UEFA has confirmed that Irfan Piloto will officiate the final, making history as the first Bosnian referee to take charge of a major European club competition. Piloto served a 6-match ban earlier this season. With tensions high and anticipation building, all eyes now turn to Wrocław for what promises to be a dramatic Conference League final. Daniel Smith, GB News.
So anyway, the Conference League, which is, look on your face, is tonight. Chelsea are playing Real Betis. But the thing is that there's so many names that play for Real Betis. Manuel Pellegrini is the manager. You've got Hector Bellerin that played for Arsenal. You've got Adrian that played for West Ham and Liverpool. Giovanni Lo Celso played for Spurs. Anthony, good friend of yours. You played at Manchester United, still on loan. Pablo Fornals at West Ham, Southampton, Robin Pernod, and there's Cucho Hernandez that played at Watford. So it really is, it's kind of like waifs and strays from the Premier League.
But obviously working.
Well, it is working, yeah, but whether Chelsea should win. And it's being played in Poland. I mean, it's been a very easy run so far, but this is the first real test for them. But that's tonight. So the Conference League, basically, it's the third European trophy, the one that West Ham won a couple of weeks ago.
Now, what do you want to tell me about the former Manchester United manager, Erik ten Hag?
Yeah. Now, you know how you get chains of when you buy a house, there's a chain. And it's a strange managerial chain, which begins with Carlo Ancelotti. And Carlo, who was moved from Real Madrid to become the Brazil manager, which leaves a space at Real Madrid, which is filled by Xabi Alonso, who is left by Leverkusen to go to Real Madrid, which has left the space by Leverkusen, which has now been filled by Erik ten Hag. So everything is just filled in. So I wonder how things are going to go for him.
At GB News, we believe in the power of free speech. We're not afraid to ask the tough questions, challenge the status quo, and give you a voice. While others silence dissent, we champion the truth. By becoming a GB News member, you're not just supporting free speech, you're defending it. Please consider supporting us today. Together, we'll hold the powerful to account and make sure that your voice is always heard. Simply go to gbnews.com/support and stand with us for what matters most.